Did you know that rich people have money rules? They have different perspectives and ways of making their money multiply and multiply. Rich people probably don't say this to you, but we will reveal it to you today. Do you want to know about this? Watch this video until the end. Hi, welcome to Brandor Luxury, where the future elites come for inspiration. In our video for today, let's find out the money rules of the rich that they probably didn't want you to know. Are you ready? Let's get started. Rule number 7, time rule. Any wealthy person would tell you that time is by far the most valuable resource we possess. Sadly, most individuals don't understand how time plays a role in accumulating money. As a result, most people will spend most of their lives living comfortably average lives. However, those who are proficient with time also tend to be experienced with money. Does this imply that you don't understand how time works? The opposite. All of this suggests that to become wealthy, you must understand how your time affects your effort to accumulate riches. To climb the corporate ladder, for example, you need to accumulate the necessary work experience over time. Learning how to launch your first business and grow it to the desired income levels takes time. It unquestionably takes time to use the stock market and compound interest to your advantage to become wealthy. Rule number 6, money protection rule. You work to pay your bills and then retire, right? Unfortunately, while most people can accumulate wealth by working hard for years to earn the money they need to achieve their goals, they lack the ability to protect themselves, which causes them to take longer than necessary to reach financial independence. What therefore encompasses the skill of protection? Every day, you have to fight off enemies who wish to steal your money. The trip your wife has been pleading with you to take will consume 3 years' worth of savings. Your parents expect you to purchase this large house in order to retain the family name. These are all your financial enemies, keeping you from achieving your major objective of financial independence. Internalizing this is important since, similarly to how a poor diet can't be outrun by exercise, a spending problem cannot be overcome. The more guarded you are with your money, the better. Rule number 5, the utility rule. What comes to mind when you consider having money? Do you consider putting food on the table, purchasing new clothing for the weekend's club outing, or purchasing a new car? If you can think of any of these things, that's fantastic because it means you understand the true nature of money, which is a tool we can use to buy the things we desire or need. Unfortunately, the true value that money offers is not always fully appreciated, and this is where many individuals fail. For instance, if your income is currently low, there's a good possibility you believe that earning more money will help you with most of your problems. Money can, however, cause a wide range of other problems in addition to solving financial ones. This does not mean that you shouldn't make an effort to increase your income. You should gradually improve your general quality of life as long as you address more problems than you create. Nevertheless, it's important to remember that nobody on earth is completely problem-free. As a result, even while you should want to earn as much money as you can, never allow it to deceive you into believing that it will guarantee a life free from problems. Rule number 4, the minimal savings rule. You've lived your whole life being instructed to save your money. In addition to the advice from your parents and the media to keep your cash safe, banks are more than ready to accept your savings. Do you really need to save money, though? Not always. Seeing as how people make it out to be, saving money isn't the way to success and riches. In actuality, the only person you're making wealthy when you save money is the bank. You might not be aware of this, but banks use your money to make a significant portion of their profits. They take your deposits and use them as collateral to lend money to others at high interest rates, paying you next to nothing in the process. You simply need to be more strategic about how much money you keep in the bank. You can invest your money and make it work for you. Don't let it sleep in your bank. Do you agree with these so far? Please let us know in the comments section below. If you love similar videos like this, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave us a thumbs up. Thank you, and let's continue. Rule number 3, the obligation rule. Having no obligations and no care in the world must be the most excellent part of being a child, right? Sadly, we must ultimately assume some duties because we can't stay in this state of absolute joy forever. Currently, the things we purchase do offer us more utility. Buying a home, for instance, provides us with a place to raise our family and hopefully an asset that will increase in value over time. However, it gives just as much as it receives. The wealthy know that having riches has less to do with how many things you possess and more with how little stuff you own. In other words, your level of wealth is directly related to how free you feel. While having a big house or fancy car is great, when these things start to limit your daily activities or force you to live a certain way, they suddenly reduce your level of wealth, regardless of how easily you can afford them. Rule number 2, the privacy rule. More people would list all the things they would buy if they had more money if you asked them why they want to become wealthy. But is that truly the point of being rich? Many of the wealthiest people I know don't drive fancy cars, live in fancy homes, or do anything extravagant. However, your eyes would likely roll back in your head if you saw their financial accounts. We can all agree theoretically that the more you buy, the less money you have. But it can be difficult to put financial conservatism into reality. Although life isn't all about investing and saving, the more you can do, the faster you'll become wealthy. There's always that new car or vacation calling to you. So if your current goal is to get wealthy so that you can buy everything, you might want to reconsider. Don't equate financial success with possessions. Instead, focus on the sense of control and freedom it can bring. I say this because the more you require, the more difficult it is to become richer. But the contrary is true, the less you need. Rule number 1, the expectation rule. Like most people, you've undoubtedly persuaded yourself that you won't be content until you reach a particular income or net worth level. I'm sure I've told myself this countless times, but over time I've realized, and perhaps you have too, that achieving our stated objectives never truly fulfills us. Instead, it only motivates us to move the goalposts even more. Does this mean you shouldn't set yourself financial goals? Absolutely not. But delaying happiness till later is a serious error, and regrettably, most of us continue to do so daily. Now, why is it crucial to understand this? Because even though you probably related to what I said when I said it, most of us don't really internalize this idea and instead constantly move the goalposts. And what I've learned over time is that when our current state and desired state don't match, that's when irritation and unhappiness occur. To be financially comfortable, you must therefore reduce the gap between your expectations. You can achieve this by aiming higher or by lowering your expectations. Regardless of your decision, there's a good chance you won't be content until you make it. Do you think you're managing your money right? Which of these rules do you apply to yourself currently? We'd really love to know. And that's it for today. We hope we've given you the information that you're looking for. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.